just video. I'm 30 frames per second.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, now we,
What's up? All right, guys. Take two. We're a little rusty.
we speaking that Ryan Coogler language. You know what I'm saying? How many frames per second are you?
Just so you know, season 2 is an IMAX.
Welcome.
I was gonna say so.
I've been watching Ryan Coogler interviews. I feel like we can execute some shit.
I feel like anyone who loves anything that because the whole reason I saw it in IMAX was because you saw the video of him the
explaining
the 13-minute video of him talking about frames per second and aspect ratios,
which I thought is super dope. You don't really
the
see
coolest
that.
Shit.
You don't see that from producers.
I was
or directors.
They're firing the marketing intern who's in the meeting. What if we just have him talk about the movie? They're like, get this bitch out of here. Whose kid is that? Right? She doesn't get show business at all.
Well, it feels good to be back,
brother. It feels
good to be back.
It feels unbelievable to be back,
man.
I don't want to say I feel like we owe the guests an apology because we don't.
Yeah, come on, baby.
But I'm just happy to have you back.
I'm
happy to be here, and I know that it's a faucet. We just turn it on, And sometimes you need 3 months to not turn on a faucet.
You know what I'm saying? And the great thing is we don't have to pay the water bill
at all.
At all.
Oh no, that didn't even. Oh, because it was in the other thing. Just. We're free to do things like leave cat food in our microwave.
Absolutely.
I went to go microwave some lukewarm coffee and found
I got cat
3
food
3 cans of cat food in the microwave.
My cats are so bougie. They do not like cold food. So if you try to put it in the fridge, they're like, nah, bro. Nah. They're like, what is this shit? And then it made me realize I don't like my food cold either.
You're like, Pie, you don't have a leg to stand on.
Shout out to my 3-legged.
Yeah, no, man, but happy as hell to be back. I think hopefully my mom will get off my back now because she's once a week.
Mama Joan, I love you.
Once a week I'm getting hit with so what's the deal? And I'm like, what? Not from you, Mom.
All my social medias have been the Aloe Show has been requested on all platforms.
Oh no, you're like even
on all platforms.
Tumblr,
you know what I'm saying? Hinge, they were like, so what's up? And I'm like, what?
Where did you go?
Yeah.
All right.
They're like, I didn't even match with you to meet up. Like, I'm just trying to.
We're just the fucking. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm rusty. I'm picking it back up.
Oh, baby, we here.
Yeah, no, man. But shit, dude, it's one of those things where it's like when you run into somebody you haven't seen since middle school, and it's like such a long time that you're like, I'm not even gonna ask you what you've been up to.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that'll take entirely.
We're in the Whole Foods hot bar right now, and
great place to be.
And I gotta get out. I gotta get out because the heat is up.
Also, side note, we haven't done a Whole Foods bar rendezvous in a while. Bro, their bar is actually.
Bro, we haven't done almost anything. And
this is very true. This is very true,
guys. This is not just us. We don't just hang out behind the scenes all fucking day and just decided to turn it on.
We saw each other last week.
We've been getting better. There was about 2 months where I was just like, sure. Dwayne hates me. There's no
brother. I've been on the go. I've been Puerto Rico, Miami, Aspen. Aspen beat the hell out of me. I tell you what.
Didn't you lose your phone there or something?
Brother, my wallet and phone got taken the very first day I landed. I landed in Aspen, went straight to a EDM festival, which was amazing. So I got everything with me. Mm-hmm. I tell you, I see my brother Rob. Shout out to my brother Rob DeBank. See my dog. It's straight up from there. Tequila, we're in the mix. The end of the night comes. You ever be in that space where it's like, you're just like, you know what? I'm cool, baby. I don't need anything.
Almost every day.
They're like, Dwayne, where's your phone? Where's your wallet? I was like,
only people I've ever needed to talk to are here with me tonight.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, brother, I'm running on high vibes.
If you put 125 BPM kick line underneath me, I'm gonna just be in there
no worries,
guys. Is anyone else thinking about moving to Ibiza?
And so I ended up losing my phone and wallet the entire time I was there for the whole 5 days. which was actually refreshing.
But didn't you get it back?
I got it back. Some random, my mother in South Carolina called my phone, kept calling my phone because she couldn't get a hold of me. Some random lady picked it up, didn't even ask questions. Her or I.
She was just like,
she was like, all right. So ended up tracking her down the day before I left through the amazing friends that I had, and got my shit back. But that let me know how much time I was actually spending on my devices and just like,
if you want to feel like a fucking alien, just eat a meal by yourself with no phone. You'll be sitting there, you'll be like, so...
I sat at a bar for 4 days. I just barhopped by myself. Rock, paper, scissors, and the bartender because I couldn't pay.
You're looking around, you're just like, where'd you get these sconces?
You know what I'm saying? The light, the decor. Who does you guys decor?
Just like, is this burgundy or a maroon? It's a muted tone. It's tasteful.
Like, you know what? I didn't think turquoise and eggplant. Like I didn't think those colors went together.
And here I am, fooled.
You know?
Yeah, shit, man. I mean, that is... Yeah, we've just overall as a collective, it's just been so much going on.
Oh, shit.
And I know that we talked maybe like a couple weeks back when we were trying to figure it all out and how we're going to make season 2 better than ever.
Oh, yeah.
And I just remember being like, bro, I've never had 2 months feel like 2 years before, you know? Man.
That's
the amount of life, the amount of shit. Just,
bro, life has this year, 2025, was
showing
like,
out.
Let me tell you, 2025 bedazzled some shit and was like, you know what, y'all gonna get this.
I blinked my eyes and I was in a new truck walking a Grammy red carpet. And I was just
every like, time you pull up, baby. Every time you pull up, I'm like, who the fuck is it? I'm like, oh, that's my dog. His shit clean. It's clean.
I'm just like, there was a moment where, do you know who Gracie Abrams is?
I don't, but she sounds important.
She's J.J. Abrams, who was directed like Star Wars and shit. It's his daughter. She's a singer. She's pretty good, though.
Oh, so she is important.
She doesn't know I stepped on the back of her dress at the Grammys. It was too long. I wasn't paying attention.
She's going to see this.
There was a footprint.
She's going to see this, and she's going to be like, is that how my dress got fucking
dress couldn't have been whiter. It could that dress was so white, and I'll tell you what, the bottom of these loafers touched it.
Look, I'm just saying.
The favorite thing I've waited months to talk about this though, because my favorite thing I saw at the Grammys, the best outfit by a country mile, was there was this one dude just in just a black suit, nothing crazy there, but he had a fully bedazzled. Is not the right word because that makes it feel cheaper than it is.
He was stoned.
It was stoned.
He was stoned.
It was
stoned. Not weed stoned.
It was full wraparound boa constrictor. Like,
do we know this individual? No,
absolutely not. I mean, you don't wear. He wore that and he was like, "Someone's gonna talk about it."
Yeah. He was like, "I didn't even get an invitation. They let me in
they let me anywhere with my bedazzled snake. They let me fucking.
They let me in just based off the aura.
It was sick. I mean, dude, I watched Stevie Wonder sing "We Are the World" from about 100 feet away.
Come on,
and I was just like
the legend.
And I was just like, all right.
He was like, look, a couple months ago, I was running for my life from a fire. Now I'm watching somebody who couldn't even see the fire. Stevie was just.
I feel like Stevie Wonder. During the fires, if he had to leave, would be just so confused. Like,
well, the fun.
Like, what do you mean everything's on fire?
There's been a ton of people coming out saying he can actually see.
Oh, I've been team that the whole time.
Johnny Gill is on record in an interview saying Stevie Wonder, like when they were all recording, he was whooping everybody's ass in air hockey. And I think I'm dead ass. Like, we gonna have to insert the clip right here,
dude.
The interview. And Shaq said,
"You must think Stevie Wonder's playing air hockey if you're getting one over on me."
I was like, "Is he doing it by ear? Like, is he just like? Is he feeling the vibration?"
I just called to say that's 10 points.
So, I mean, apparently, that would be the greatest finesse of all time.
It's great because it's like, the upside of it is just like not having to do shit you don't want to do. Like, what's a better excuse than being blind?
Like, brother, I can't see.
Hey, I'd love to help you, but
But he was like, hey, I want to have this conversation with you.
He's like, I'm just so blind.
Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
He just overselling. He's like, I just want oh no, my mouth is over here. I'm sorry.
He's like, hey, baby, you found me like this.
He said, I think he's putting it on a little thick today. Oh my god.
Big love to the legend, Stevie.
Man.
Big love to the legend, Stevie.
But yeah, nah, man, just it's like I said, running into someone from middle school. It's just too much to fully recap. But man, this whole year has just been ridiculous.
Oh, we are first 4 months.
That quarter went,
brother.
Well,
like we got everything from fires to trips to new cars, like, to crashed cars. Like what's happening, brother? What didn't we got? And to top it all off, to cap it, we got season 2 starting off.
This is the best part. This is the thing this is the thing we've been waiting for.
Y'all didn't know that was all leading up to the intro. Welcome to the Alex
Yeah,
Show.
everybody, what's going on? First time listeners, long time listeners, friends, foes, lovers,
pimps and hoes,
enemies.
We getting it.
We're not all the way back, but we're getting close.
You know what I'm saying?
But nah, man, yeah, just welcome back to season goddamn dose.
Come on, baby.
It's your boy Hunter Lowe. You can call me Cole. And that's Mr. Dwayne Atlow.
You know what I'm saying? It's usually above my pay grade, but I know Jesus, it's below his minimum wage. So somewhere in the middle. It's somewhere in the middle.
That's my quote. Yeah. What I'm getting paid. Give me what you gave Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, man, freaking even I'm not even gonna waste time puttering through it all. I'm sure they'll sprinkle themselves out through this story, but let's get started. Shedeur Sanders, all right?
Oh,
a justified slide.
Let's talk about it.
Not justified. Blatant racism. What is it? You tell me.
I think it's showing like the good old boys club showing like, brother, like we understand you guys have the influence in the star power. But at the end of the day, you still have to bow the knee.
I mean, what they say, the NBA is for players and the NFL's the shield. Like everything is to protect the shield.
Absolutely. Chris Carter got up on the interview talking to, did you see his interview?
Nah.
Chris Carter was like, the slide is justified. He was like, you think the owners get together and collude and talk amongst each other? He was like, and no one would know about it? I said, absolutely. What do you think? You think we just...
You don't know rich people at all.
Like, Chris Carter, like, brother, with all due respect, and I am a fan of Chris Carter, you are a legend, but with all due respect, shut up.
You're like it's not that by any means.
You can't be that ignorant and think like, oh yeah, they'll take care of their... Brother, they cut people all the time.
To me, I give it a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I think that look, it's a $50 million job interview.
Facts.
We got to code switch a little bit, big guy.
Oh, I totally agree.
Like
not 5th round though.
I think
3rd round maybe.
But here's the thing. Shedeur, who is a great player,
yes, is
also not like that. In the sense that, I mean, like when Eli did it,
no.
There was no Cam Ward. There was That was like, we need a quarterback. And I feel like playing that hand when you're not like perennially the guy.
Yeah.
It's about what you can get away with, you know?
Very true.
And I feel like if you're Cam Newton coming out and they're just like, you're the guy.
You're the guy.
Like,
there's no one we would like, brother.
That's you. You're the guy. Then it's like, dude, show up how do your thing.
Yeah.
But if you're pulling up and they're already grading you 2nd round and you're sitting there and you're just like, if you want to change the franchise,
come get me. See, I'm not, but you can't convince me 5th round. And you can't convince me that the other quarterback's talent level were that close.
Well, picking Dylan Gabriel on the same team is
yeah.
You see how upset that draft room looked when they drafted Shedeur? They were like,
they're like, all right, bro.
I already said that quarterback room is my nightmare blunt rotation.
Oh my God. It was that before anybody was drafted.
It's nightmare blunt rotation. It's Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel. Joe Flacco's cool though. I'll fuck with Joe.
Yeah. Flacco, come to the Seahawks, bro. We just like you just a cool old head.
God, yeah. No, I'll never forget when he came back for the Browns and they were just like, bro, like, how do you keep yourself in shape? He was like, dog, I was just throwing a football to my kids.
Yeah. I
was like, you're the coldest
ever.
Yeah,
he's just chill. He just chill.
Coldest ever.
You can't tell. Sometimes he's the type. He smokes weed on his off days. He just don't tell nobody. He's that chill.
That's Blow Flacco, right?
Blow Flacco. Young Blow. Dro Flacco.
Dro Flacco.
Young Dro Flacco.
No, man. You know, that happened over the weekend. I was very like, you know, more eyes were on the 5th round than ever before.
That's what they said. They said. So, I mean, technically, he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. He said, I think he's what, top 3 or top 2 in jersey sales, despite being a 5th rounder.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, so it's like he kind of has a point. He kind of he's
like I said, man. I love confidence. I love it when it even tiptoes on arrogant.
But yeah, I see what you're saying though, because sometimes like
if just... it doesn't have to be a $10 million contract. If someone came over here and was like, you're like, okay, I'm looking for an assistant. I want, and someone came in here and was like, Dwayne, you want to change everything? Fuck with me. Yeah. And you're just like, all right, well, let me see what you've done. And you're like,
don't miss the opportunity.
Who but now? Nah, man. But yeah, I saw that over the weekend and I was just like, all right, well, that's a way to put everyone in check right there.
Word. And that's what I think it is. I think in all sports, owners are trying to take the power back because it's like a lot of these leagues have become player-driven leagues. So I almost said this sentence and I stopped myself. What are we waiting for? It's season 2, baby.
I was going to say I almost feel bad for NBA owners.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Because I'm just kind of like, it's got to be insane to just be like, because those players run everything in the NBA. Like there's no
not even
team once Popovich retires, I'm pretty sure they're just going to let players coach. Like they're just going to be, we don't even need
Riley is the last Mohican of the league. He's the last.
What about the first Mohican? You know where?
I don't even know who to give credit.
You know, I'll tell you what else is blowing my mind in the football sphere is, what do you think of? Have you seen that clip of Bill Belichick's girlfriend?
I have not. I heard she is a young.
She's young. So my thing is, they did like a 60 minutes like Sunday softball interview, right?
Okay.
We've all been a kid on Sunday and like you got the antenna out, you don't have cable yet, and you just throw on some bullshit news segment, and it better be a fluff piece, you know? Yeah. Hey, we're at the Marshmallow Factory. It's a fluff piece, you know what I'm saying?
PBS.
But yeah, they interviewed Bill Belichick, which felt like a softball, and then his 24-year-old, clearly an escort girlfriend, kept just like budging in and just being like, "Bro, you 24 years old, fucking Lord. Bill, fucking Belichick." What 24-year-old girl is just like, you know, it's my biggest aphrodisiac? Just great defense.
You know, look, he's always been a play caller.
Hey, no, there was a part where the interviewer asked Bill, he was like, so where'd you guys meet? She just jumps in from like the corner room. She's like, we're not talking about that.
Oh, what?
I swear to God. And I was just like, it's a testament that you could be excellent. You could be unbelievable at your job.
Yes.
And let one 24-year-old set of legs walk through that fucking door, and you'll be like, I'll blow all this shit up.
I'll risk it. I'll blow this whole shit up.
I will blow that.
I will dynamite this shit.
Bill Belichick has never had a girl born before 1998 whisper in his ear. I'm telling you, it. And
she whispers. He's like, "Is that what a baby's burp sounds like?"
He's sitting there. He's just like, "Well, actually, yeah, I'll leave my family. Fuck this."
Like she had him so spun. She sent him back to college.
She was like, actually, you got to meet my friends.
Yeah, she was like, you know what? Just coach at where I'm at.
Yeah,
coach
cool.
at where I'm attending.
God, that shit is so funny, dude. You like
next question. What do you think the youngest you would date is? The biggest age gap you would that in your mind right now?
I like the rule of thumb. I think the rule of thumb that they have out there is perfect, which is half your age plus 7. So it's like for me, half my age. We're doing.
I'm over here trying to do
So I'm 33. So if we split, it'd be 16. 16 plus 7, 25. That's the. And that's what I'm saying. That's like to even get into the game.
I feel that, but
I don't know if I could seriously date you, but like
not
that.
A 10. I don't even know if I could drop below 30.
I mean,
7 like that is
well. So for you, I mean, well, yours would be like 29. So
that's but I know for me, 28 to 31 was different.
You need a
brother. Give me like
you need a 54-year-old.
Yeah, I was about to say, give me like youngest. Give me like 34.
Like,
oldest, like brother.
Like,
why put a cap on it?
I feel like you can get a Belichick.
Why, man? Like,
I feel like
could I be the young? I be young one in the back. We talk about that, baby.
You could date whatever that the one lady who's the head coach of the LSU basketball team.
Oh, I heard she's kind of. I'm not my words. I was watching the sports. They were like, she's kind of cunty. They said she's rude.
She's a 60-year-old female basketball coach.
I think she's a Southern Belle. She got a little spice to her. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, we pepper in the grits.
That's what I'm saying. I like hot Cheetos. They're better than the regular ones. So it has to mean something.
Nah, but yeah, that Bill Belichick shit really spun me because I just can't believe that that's all it takes to break down a behemoth of an accomplished man, you know?
All I'm saying is somebody split up the Beatles. So, like, that's a lot of power, baby.
Hey,
that's a lot. There is.
We're like one Miami escort whispering in our ear away from dividing.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't even need Dwayne Cole.
And the Aloe show makes sense on both sides, so you just have two.
It's either a low show or the Aloe show. We already built in the breakup.
Let me tell you.
Don't even worry about it. Oh my God.
So whoever Candy is, play nice. Whoever she is.
Nah, yeah, that was funny. It was also hilarious. The Pope died. No.
I saw some shit yesterday. This guy took news clips from like the last couple of days of the Pope, and he was pointing out all the AI edits. And he was like,
"You're like, if you guys are curious, the Pope is clearly not doing the worm in real life. This is AI."
But he shows like, because AI isn't.
He's pop locking. You're like, I don't think this is
like. Brother, you're like, Pope would not do the dance to that one. No, not that song. He's electric sliding on that.
He hated that.
And he said the AI messes up hands. So he goes through the clips leading up to the days of his death. And he was like, bro, these are not real. He was like, isn't it convenient that he just died on Easter? And he was like, he thinks they just made it drag upon so you could make him die on Easter because it's symbolic.
So they're saying that he was already dead?
Yeah, he had already passed away prior to Easter, and then they just made AI appearances.
So
there's a couple different.
They weekend at Bernie's. The Pope.
Weekend at Bernie's. The Pope.
they're like, I can't wait for his Easter address, and he's just like
shout out. Well, first of all, R.I.P. to the Pope. I didn't know him like that, but I didn't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? I never checked out a sermon, but I'm more of a Stephen Furtick guy. But yeah, it is, and I was like, that is kind of dying on it. I feel like it's like passing on your birthday because on the tombstone it kind of looks a certain way. Cool. It does like God forbid. My birthday's coming up.
Like,
God forbid. But at least
we're sitting there, and I'm just like, guys, he low-key wanted it.
Yeah, like he low-key thought it would look cool.
He died with the bit. I don't know.
But yeah, to pass on Easter, I don't know. I didn't rock the Pope is just a figure to me. I was like, dang, that sucks.
Yeah, no. People said it was because he met with JD Vance like 2 days before. And
who is that?
He's the vice president.
See? Goes to show how much. So Pope, don't take it personal. I don't even know who's running this country. Brother,
you're like, I'm up to date. The dollar store over there. I know all the managers. Brother, I know all the shit.
I'm already working on an exit plan.
So people think globally. I look locally. You know, I don't need to know who the Pope is. I need to know who sells the pupusas down the street.
How much time do you invest in learning your ex-girlfriend's family tree?
There's not a 23andMe that I'm willing to purchase.
That's all I'm saying. So it's like my ex. I'm in the middle of planning this exit plan of America. So it's like, you know what? Who needs to know the vice president?
You're like, I've been voting in local elections in Thailand.
I was just saying. Mark is doing a wonderful job at the Boys and Girls Club. The fact they're trying to demote him is insane. It's insane.
I showed up to the test. I do, but I think that's so much cooler though. Like, if I had my way, and granted, the only way I know any of this shit in general is peripherally through the internet, right?
Yeah, that's what y'all do.
I'm never hitting
a news guy.
I'm never hitting up, CNN and read and whatever. But it would be awesome if I just really, really zeroed in on like local politics, like but I mean, I want to come up on here and just be like, Cole, what's so wrong? And I'm like, it's the.
I don't know.
You're like, it's the bridge again, isn't it? It's the fucking bridge. Like they just won't.
Like they're making everybody rebuild fences, and it's not right.
Like it's a geese sanctuary, and they're gonna be homeless, and they want to build it right there.
You can't tell me that local politics wouldn't be more meaningful. This whole national politics, bro, it's so funny just watching the world. It's like a stage play right now.
Last night we were high just rewatching like 6 times the Will Smith Chris Rock slap.
Yeah.
We were just like, it didn't happen like that. Oh, it happened like that.
Yeah.
The craziest shit about that to me still, even in retrospect, is the fact that he slapped him in the face and then sat back down and then won.
Yeah. And then went up. Like,
I was like, hey guys, welcome. You're tuning in. If you're curious, it's 2023 on this podcast.
Have you seen the old movie that literally looks exactly like that? It's a movie where it's like same type of thing. Guys giving a speech. Guy from the crowd clearly is not happy with him. Slaps him and then goes and sits back down.
Who needs a movie when I got the real thing?
You know what I'm saying? And whoever that actor wasn't Will.
Jesus Christ.
It wasn't Will.
Yeah, no, that side of things was definitely interesting to see. Between that and like Trump almost getting shot, I was like, oh, okay, we're living in, like, this is an alternate place.
Oh, brother.
So let's have fun with it.
When I saw the kid in the White House just running amok, like, I was like, oh, okay.
When it first happened, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to talk about this on the podcast. But a couple months of buffer in between happened. But when they started doing like the Doge shit, when they just came in there and started cutting programs, it's terrible because people were losing their jobs. But there's nothing funnier to me than just a bunch of grown men who are just like, this is totally gonna work. Like this is we got this shit. And then in like 72 hours, everyone's like, what?
Like, I love like watching like people that do stocks, and because they're like, yo, this is investing. This is 2 weeks later, they're like, brother, I don't know what the fuck is happening. We abandoned ship.
I'm just shaking.
2 days later, they're like, I'm rich again. Like, I'm like, all right, bro. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, but that's those are the particulars on that side of things. What else is going on? Basketball, Lakers might get out of here. I don't know what's going on there.
I feel like there was foreshadowing during the Draymond commercial.
I didn't even see it.
It's a commercial with Draymond and his daughter. It was like, it came out probably like a year or so ago. And they're talking, and in the playoffs, she was like, but what about the Timberwolves? And so then I looked at the way shit matches up, and it'd be Golden State match up against the Timberwolves. I was like, hold on, brother.
We're actually feeding the script to Honda.
You know what I'm saying?
Figured out.
I don't know.
Nah, man.
The Lakers, I never thought I'd say this, But it might be time to like restructure some shit.
What do you mean?
Outside of Bron is Bron. Bron is gonna be great wherever he goes.
Yeah.
I think there's this weird dynamic of I don't think Luka wants to fully take over because Bron is there.
Well, didn't he have like a crazy stomach virus or something in one of the games? And I don't know. I just think that, as Mike Tyson once said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And it just looked like they're getting bullied.
What do you think they need? Do you know?
A hot bath. And I think LeBron needs to get back to fake reading books before games start. He'd walk in with an autobiography of Malcolm X. You could just it's paperback and there's no crease anywhere.
No wear and tear.
He opens it up and he's just like, yeah, didn't they have a thing where they were like, so we saw you reading about Malcolm X. What's your favorite part of the book? And he's just like, I like
all of it.
Well, he did so much. Like he, I mean.
Like he did.
Malcolm X.
Like, what can you say?
Anything else, LeBron? And he's just like, nope.
He's like, I'm good.
That's all I got, guys. I play basketball. But yeah, man. Other than that, dude, it's just been smooth sailing. Working on a ton of music. I know you've been back in your space. That's probably part of the reason why we haven't had a chance to really lock in on either of us is because God forbid we really hone in our day jobs. You know
what I'm saying? Can't abandon the gift.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Sometimes I try. Sometimes I go, I'm going to leave you right here.
Try?
I'm going to leave you right here.
Brother.
And I'm going to leave. And then next thing you know, it's like, but what if we made a great song?
You know what I'm saying? Brother, it's the best feeling. Especially getting back into a bag, the original bag. Like I started producing. I started as a producer before a songwriter. And so like getting back in that bag has brought back like a sense of almost youthfulness. In the
well, to me, it's also because everything that I've been making, I've been producing all the way through the same way. And it's like, to me, it's less like, okay, here's your canvas, go to work, and more just like, what can I think of?
Yeah.
And that, to your point, is like a youthfulness that I feel a lot right now. And it's fun because the whole reason you do music professionally and you go through what it comes with, and anyone who's done anything creative, especially in this economy, but to get paid to do the shit, it's one of those things where you sit there and you go like, you have those moments where you're making something and you're so geeked and you're in the room by yourself and and you're like, oh, this is the reason I do any of this.
Yep.
Like this feeling. Otherwise, like, brother, I go get a stable job.
Look, it's once it starts feeling like work and the creativity is no longer free. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, like when you're a songwriter, you can be as creative as you want within the realm of whatever the producer gives you.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you are the creator of everything, you can build whatever you want, however you want.
Well, that's also the thing, because it's like I feel like for me, the words and like the poetry of it all and the writing, like that was always the gift. That was always, I feel like the same way your like ear for melody, like that's like where it's just like, this could be the game-winning shot. I'm good. I don't even have to worry about coming up with this. So I spent years building up production ability, melody work, vocal, like all this stuff that I like worked hard at to get to. And then I just woke up a couple weeks ago and was just like, I'm good at all this shit now. Yeah. Like I inversed it. Now I'm like, oh, I'm going to write first and then build a record out of it. And then that just felt like they just gave me the keys. Right. Because I'm like, oh, I'm building a record based on like something that I already love because I already put, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I'm not trying. That's the other thing is it's better to not have to, when you find a feeling, that's awesome. Yeah. But it's also insane when you're like, this is what I want this to feel like. Yes. Let's go.
When you channel that shit, it's a whole different. Yeah. It's a whole different ball game. It brings like a whole different type of joy. You know, before I would like write. I'd be trying to pin shit just to get it done, just to like man, how fast can I get this done so I can get on like with other shit. Yeah. But now it's like I'm back to losing track of time. Like, damn, I've been doing this for 7 hours straight without even like.
Yeah, no, I've been waking up. The first thing I do in the morning now is I'll wake up, I'll get my coffee, and then I'll sit in the studio. I'll light a candle. I've been saying a prayer, and then I'll just literally take a piece of blank paper and then just write like whatever poetry that comes. I write it, and then from there I'm like, all right, let's figure out how this is a song.
I see.
You
Yeah.
know? And
it's dope too. It's dope to like change the way things are created. You know,
well,
like
because you also sometimes you feel like, all right, like I know how the sausage is made. Like I'm fucking like, oh, that's what you want.
They're like,
cool.
but what if we started with the casing? It's like. Naked?
Now we're talking.
Is this how pepperoni's made?
It's not, guys. It's not. Don't quote him on that. But yeah, no, it's just been this whole. I'm excited for summer. I feel like what we've been building, personally, mixed with this goddamn show being back.
Come on.
It's gonna be a lot to be excited about, and. Lord knows we need that more than ever.
Come on, baby. I mean,
are you gonna go on a date this summer? notice how I gave you a 3-month window.
Nah. I would like to. I'm open to it.
Okay.
What I've been running into is people like, people will be like, you have options. Why aren't you dating? And I feel like that is why a lot of people dating currently have issues, because they feel like they have to exhaust all these options. Little do they know, like every option that doesn't work out, you become a little more jaded and expect a little more. You're less likely to like be flexible with what you require. I just think
it depends on how much you know yourself. Because to me, it's like the thing that I've kind of kept, the thing that like I really learning more about myself is like, There's an ocean of emotion in here, man.
Yeah,
like it is like,
word.
as a creative, as a writer, like and sometimes I would try to like box that in and be like, okay, well, like I got to kind of put this, what's up?
Animal of the day.
I got to kind of tuck this in the box you want to get up? Oh, come on.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, do we get a Luca? Come on. Up.
Hey.
Old lady in the building.
There we go. No, but it's just one of those things where it's like, it's hard for me to, and it's nothing wrong with anybody. I honestly give them more credit for it. It's like sick, but I'm learning more and more. I have a very hard time of bringing you into the way I think. I just have to meet somebody who thinks like, I just feel like there's a huge thing that I gotta download with you to see if we're there. And, there's been times where it's like, you meet people organically, you're like, oh shit, yeah, we're totally same frequency. This is awesome.
Right.
But I just feel like, just to fire it off, it kind of feel, at least for me, I'm like, oh, like this could be a fun time. Like I could perform, like,
facts.
like we're going to have a great time.
Absolutely.
But in terms of like my own leaving there and being like, damn, that was worth something. I'm just starting to realize that my vetting process of like, nah, I need an insane amount. Like I want us to be talking about entirely too deep of shit 3 minutes into meeting.
See, and that's why like I don't go on dates, because I feel like it's like an interview process almost. It's the same kind of like basic questions where how we are like, brother, we cannot see each other for months. As soon as we that dog, like 2 minutes here, we are talking.
It's an interview, and I'm liable to shadur.
You know what I'm saying?
If you want to change the franchise, fuck with me. You know
what I'm saying?
Like,
next thing I know, I'm sliding to the 5th round.
I was so confident,
like shit. It's so like.
There's teams I won't go
to. There's teams I will not play for. I realize with me, like, one, I'm in this balance of like, I don't like my hand forced. I've never liked that.
Thing Dwayne hates
is when somebody makes me feel like I have to do something. I don't like
say the word. These are the words "have to."
Yeah,
Dwayne. And I'm telling you, I know him without a question of a doubt. That ego inside of him is just like fuck.
Nah. It's just like
I have to take a nap.
everything in life that works out for me is always organic.
Sure.
Everything that I've tried to force my hand on, you end up. That's how you end up in certain situations we don't like to end up in.
He's just like, listen, that's how you end up, 30 pounds underweight with a Band-Aid on.
That's what I'm saying, baby. Wearing a Gandalf shirt, looking homeless, but covering the bill, baby. People are so confused.
Guys, I swear he's usually better than this. And it's like, I chose for myself.
It was like, I forced this one.
I forced this one. Forced it.
And so now I'm like, even like all the dynamics that I have that are meaningful relationships to me all happened organically. Our friendship, my friendship with Kels, my cousin Lo, like everything happened naturally. So now I'm like, you know what, brother? Let me just go ahead and take my foot off this gas. I'm open to dating. I'm open to date. But let's let it happen organically. I don't want like, hey, let's go on a date and see if we work well. Like, I'm not trying people on. This ain't Foot Locker.
Guys, if you're really interested in getting to know Dwayne on that level, if I have any advice, I'd say
randomly show up at TM and just come.
I was gonna say what you got to do is you gotta kind of first we got to do a little stalking. Okay, we got to see what's his route. We got to see like kind of his day to day. From there, once you've built kind of like a floor plan, what you do is you're gonna start showing up at the supermarket, whatever it is.
Thirsty Merchant. We even give you spots. LA Fitness.
And then from there, just basically about 2 weeks of that, Dwayne's gonna go, I keep seeing this person. Yeah. And then after that, you go up to him and you go, just so you know, the last thing I want to do is go out.
Look, even if that's the freeway. You want to jump in the HOV lane? Catch me at TM and challenge me to cornhole. It works.
Like, yeah,
works every time.
Damn,
works every time.
Speaking of cornhole, guys, we're doing this new thing. Me and a couple of my dogs.
Y'all gotta give it what's the name of it?
It's Die Mondays. It's Die Mondays.
Die Mondays?
It's Die Mondays, yeah.
Die?
Die, like, yeah.
Oh,
like,
Die.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dice, die.
Yeah,
Dice,
yeah,
die.
yeah. It's, because we play, it's Kill Yourself Monday. Each Monday we pick one friend and we just try to bully them into suicide.
We're like, have you ever played this spin the bottle?
He said, you don't have to kiss anybody. You have to die. No, but we, it works wonders in taking the power. If you can do it, and granted, I understand people have jobs, lives, kids, whatever other excuses.
Bring all of
them. You can bring them all.
Bring them all. Bring them all.
I've been treating my Mondays kind of like a diet Sunday.
What?
Like, because I work on a Saturday. Like, that's fine to me. Say, yeah. But Monday, you're at the beach and you're playing beer die and you're staring at a sunset and you're like, they don't own me.
Yeah. I'm
nobody's. I'm my own today.
I mean, if you think about that, that's genius because like if you have a good Monday,
it's insane.
It sets the tone for the week.
We this Monday, we played some beer die, took some mushrooms, and saw the Minecraft movie.
Come on.
In 3D. And I saw it for the second time.
I was like, it has to be good.
It's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
What's funny, so like, I remember you were telling me when we were out back, the first time you saw it. And you were like, and I'm, so in my mind, I'm like, bet. I had no idea what Minecraft is.
I didn't either. So we did it as a bit because we already had some mushrooms and me and my boy were just like, we were because we were going to do like Sinners or something, and I ended up already seeing it. And then kind of in jest, was like, I don't know, bro, Minecraft at 9:30. And it was kind of like, you know how we do. It's like that look.
No, I was like, all right, you don't think I'm with the shit.
You don't think I'll do I'll call this bluff. The funniest shit that happened, though. So the first time I see Minecraft, we go and it's like a late show and it's like 10 p.m. We walk in there and it's just me, my dog, and just a Mexican family. I don't know why there was 3 and 4 year olds in the 10 p.m. show, but people might have work. That's not,
You don't think 3 and 4 year olds like to party?
At 10 p.m.?
Brother, they don't know time.
I am too tired, Dad. I could not see Minecraft. No, but the funniest part was we're sitting. So as we're walking up in there, take the mushroom gummies, smoke a little joint, and so the plan is walk right into the theater and kind of autopilot from concessions on. You know, like at that point, what am I? I want to be of no use to anybody. Like, T-minus 7 minutes. You know,
I need to get to this chair before the chair gets to me.
Oh my God. And so we're in there, whatever, grab the shit. We sit down, we're in the theater, feet up, whatever. And it's like the trailers before the trailers, like the lights are still on and shit. Right. And so we're sitting there, and the very last trailer that you think is going to happen before the lights go down is basically, I called it Sons of Anarchy Jesus. It was like some Jesus show, but he was like badass. And it's like, you are the Son of God, like this whole thing. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, like, thank God this isn't happening when this, okay. But then right after it goes off, it stops, right? And the lights are still on and nothing happens. The lights don't go down, nothing goes on the screen. And we're sitting there and we're like, okay, all right. And then next thing you know, it's been like 5 minutes and they're starting to kick. And I turn back and I look at the Mexican family and I go, this is way longer than we think, right? And the guy's
3-year-old's like, hell yeah.
And this guy's like, when's movie? And I was like, when's movie, dude? And so my boy, come on, Lou. Down. That's the way. There you go. We're sitting there, and then I gotta give credit to my boy John. He's like, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna go, and I was like, safe travels, dude.
Like, I'm not joining you, brother.
Safe travels. He goes out, walks back, and he's like, yeah, I guess they're gonna look at it. So we're still sitting. We're sitting there, and now they have arrived. They are here.
Yeah, you are.
They have arrived.
You're coasting.
We are here. And the next, bro, I swear to fucking God, nothing shows up on the screen, but that last Jesus commercial's audio just keeps playing. It literally, that same commercial plays for like 3 times, and I'm sitting there in a lit up theater just listening to "This is the Son of God," and I'm like, bro, this is not.
God was trying to tell you.
But I'll tell you what, once the movie started, it kind of felt like we earned it.
Oh, okay. Now look. Nothing like a great payoff.
If the purpose of art is to make you feel something,
yeah,
that's a 10 out of 10 movie.
Really?
It's one of the funniest things I've seen in a dog's age.
Man, so you told me about it. Then I went to see Sinners. So when you said it, first of all, I thought it was Minecraft.
Sure.
So I'm thinking it's like a psycho thriller. I swear.
It's kind of that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm high. I'm watching Sinners. Preview start rolling. Jason Momoa's in it. He pops up, and I was like, oh, I wonder what this fun movie looks like. He has on like,
he's like pink fringe jacket.
Yeah, he doesn't look like his normal, aggressive self. Do it. I'm like chuckling through the previews. Minecraft pops up.
Like, oh.
I was like, oh, this is. It does look actually. It better the second time, or?
Well, the second time I saw it in 3D, and I had more mushrooms in me because I knew it was a great trip sitter. I was like, I'm gonna be great. Like, I'm in good hands.
Is this the trend that I keep seeing online with wrestling turkey or something?
Chicken jockey,
yeah. And people just go crazy.
Yeah. No one did that for us, but I felt it inside of me. I was like, chicken jockey.
I've been seeing it all over. I don't know what it's about, but I'm gonna throw a few kernels when I go and see it. I want to be.
I'll get involved.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be invited.
Did you like Sinners?
I did.
I thought it was awesome.
I did. I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, and with room to grow over time.
That's exact. See, why do we even do movie reviews? I'm like, I know what Cole would say.
The podcast is over. Yeah, we can get up. We're just gonna agree on everything.
Do you think? I love the Ryan Coogler Michael B dynamic.
Yeah.
Do you
think
it's
Scorsese De Niro? Yeah. Like,
do you think it should continue like that? Should be?
Yeah, I think so. If this ever gets to him, I'm ruined. But I didn't think Michael B. Jordan was the best actor. for a long time. I feel like if you put him in something that's like adjacent to like a Creed,
yeah,
I think he did great. Yeah. I just think it's hard for me to remove sort of like who he is a little bit sometimes from a role.
Yeah.
Not this shit. This shit was because I was like, oh, he's playing a twin. You have to fool me twice.
Fool me once.
You gotta fool me twice.
Fool me once, you're an actor. Fool me twice, you're Denzel.
Bro, it was. About 5 minutes in, I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't. I'm in. I'm good.
Yeah, I totally forgot like a couple minutes in that I was watching two different.
I'll tell you what though, you want to talk about a ladder line? That Haley Steinfeld or whatever.
Oh, buddy, she popped up and I was like, who is this?
I'm sitting there watching the movie, and that part where she's a vampire and she just like drools in his mouth. I was just like, Coogler, you a freaky duck. You a freaky duck.
I was like,
I said, oh
no. She is.
You know they didn't brush their teeth like that back then too. There's no way. There's no way that was delicious.
That's
love.
Is that what unconditional love is?
Spitting in mouths didn't become kinky and acceptable until Colgate hit the scene.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like, let's try something new. He's like, baby, I got something for us.
He said, hey, why don't you chew on this root or however we brush our teeth back in the day? I don't know.
It was a very, very good movie. I'm sorry, I forget the guy's name. That was in 8 Mile. Big dude who was
Cornbread.
Yeah, who was standing at. Well, I was trying to think of his real name.
That's not his real name.
Who was useless in the movie, by the way. Like not as far as his role, but just like, brother, he could have ran past them.
But that was the whole thing. You can't because you're a vampire.
Yeah.
And vampires have to be let in. That's the rule. That's the whole.
He's like, I'm gonna kill you, but there are rules. There are rules.
Listen, that's the whole point. But also I feel like the loopholes to that got to be like, all right, so do I just have to go in anywhere and be like, this is my home, you can't come in?
That's how do we?
Because wherever I lay my hat is my home, and you can't get me.
And what's not fair is the fact that the little Asian lady gave the invite. Shit, that's not even her establishment. Like, how can you invite somebody?
Cooler, can we get you on the podcast? Because I got some.
We need answers.
I have some vampire trivia that I need to figure out.
All right, we're in Sinners. Which side are we on?
Oh, I don't want to be a vampire, dude.
I don't, but I kind of do. I feel like we'd be the funny ass vampires.
I just have to tell jokes forever.
No.
Eternity.
We would have a competition of how charming we could be to see how many invitations we could get. Like, look, I know you don't want to let me in, baby.
So, hear me out. I'm going to put this out front. I am a vampire.
But vampires, look.
But I left my wallet in there.
I left my wallet in there. Apple Pay's tripping.
So, just let me. I'm out. As soon as I'm in, I'm out.
One thing I would never do is invite myself.
So,
because if I did that, that's the last straw. And we know that camel, it'll break that camel's back if we.
Oh, guys, just so you know, we've been sitting on this joke for months waiting for a podcast.
Like, and that's the straw that broke the camel's back. Imagine being the camel trying to convince somebody to be like, bro, one more straw, it's gonna take me out.
I know you're thinking there's no way this last straw is breaking this camel's back.
Oh, he's so big with 2 humps.
Sir, I'm here to tell you, that last straw is gonna kill me.
Oh, God.
I know you're sitting here and you're thinking, ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Way.
Big way. I'm telling you. Like, other camels won't say nothing. They'll just take it.
It's me. I'm standing up for myself, okay?
I'm practicing transparency. I'm practicing vulnerability right now.
And I'm here to tell you, that's the last fucking one.
I'm hot, bro.
Dude, no, that shit is fucking, oh my God.
Shout out to Sinners. It's a good watch. I might actually see it twice.
I watched it in the barbershop yesterday.
You did?
Hey, it's barbershop, you know the bootlegs are.
Yeah, they got everything.
We were sitting there watching Sinners, and there's something about, because listen, you guys see the haircut. I go to this barbershop that is, it's like close your eyes and picture a barbershop, and that's what it is. It's like it's just dudes, sports, wall, black culture, light, like
okay, yeah.
it's just, that's just what it is.
Yep.
to the core. Had the same barber for over a decade. Like, it's family out there. Love them.
Big love.
Watching Sinners in that barbershop should be how everyone watches Sinners.
Oh yeah, you know there's commentary going on.
There was this one. I keep saying movies with, and I don't keep bringing up that they're Mexican.
Yeah.
but unfortunately they just keep doing funny shit around movies. Because I was in the theater and there's this one Mexican dude was getting his hair cut and he hadn't even seen the movie, and every 5 seconds he kept going, "The fuck?" It's like there's two Michael B. Jordan. He's like, "The fuck?"
Like, so who the fuck?
Literally, there was the snake pops out. He goes, "The fuck?" I was like,
shout out. I want to see. I also heard Ryan Coogler's doing
he's doing X-Files.
Yes,
that's gonna be amazing.
Yes. Is it Scully? Scully and I used to watch it when I was a kid. There was the white lady with the bob and the skinny white dude.
Is that David Duchovny? Yeah, I think so. I never really watched X-Files like that.
Yeah.
One of the best theme sons in terms of the melody.
Oh yeah.
In terms of that,
not even a question.
There are some shows that the melody itself.
I feel like Aliens stole the X-Files theme song. Like when they play anything Alien, I swear it's the X-Files. That's what I'm saying.
There's aliens. They're like, "You heard this new shit?
Like,
this shit is good."
They be like,
X-Files?
"Oh, we taking it."
It's crazy. Sample that.
But I am excited for that.
Nah,
I don't know. Now I'm trying to picture. Anytime I can't think of like a white actor, I always like to like
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, just like the first one, Dennis Quaid. I love me some Dennis Quaid. That's the homie.
Ask anybody. I love me some Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid just seems like
guys.
He's having tequila with coffee.
He said, "I'm gonna put this out on the table." I love Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
It's a great name.
But do you think Mike B moved up?
Yeah, I think he's in Will Smith like old Will Smith. I think he's like he's already been a famous A-list actor.
Oh yeah.
But I think now this brings him into a new stratosphere.
Yeah, I think he's, to be honest, like for the black actor, I think he's the guy right now.
The best actor to me is still Jonathan Majors. You remember I
know who that is.
Like he, to me, as like an actor is insane. Star power, holding frame in a movie. Yeah. Mike B. After saying, well, I mean, in fairness, there was two of them. Yeah. If there was two of us in this podcast,
somebody had said that they don't think, if I'm not sure how true it is, if Jonathan Majors didn't run into all of that.
Oh no, I almost feel like he would have been. Yeah, like you would have started with Michael B. in Senate. Yeah,
you think it would have been better?
Jonathan Majors is like an unbelievable actor.
Yeah.
So I feel like.
What do you think is happening? Do you think he's being like blackballed? Do you
think
he's
it was
just
it was the whole thing because he got into the whole domestic abuse allegation thing.
I heard
with the white lady.
She was a little firecracker. What I heard.
The video that they have is him running away from her in the street.
And he still got charged?
Yeah.
Good old America. See, this is why I'm playing an exit plan.
Look, if running away from white women gets you in trouble, put me under the jail.
Put me under the jail. Look, bro. I mean, you can't win. You can't win at some point. It's like, all right. Shout out to Jonathan Majors. He is good, though. He is good.
What?
Jonathan Majors, he's good. But I think Mike B is the
star power now.
Yeah. And speaking of Will Smith, how do we feel? I feel like he's been putting out a lot of music recently.
Dude, I heard a song off that new album.
Fire.
And this is what, if anyone's listened to this podcast before knows me in real life in any capacity, I'm a very hyperbolic individual. I really sell it in everything. That's just who I am. I say this with no sugar, no joke, no extras. There's a song on that album that I think is the worst song ever made with a budget that high. I literally don't think that there's been a worse song made for more money.
Oh no,
dude! We'll play this shit at some. It is, dude.
How about we're gonna have it? It's gonna be played out as our intro. We're gonna do it as our back music.
I wouldn't do that to you guys. They'd be like, season 2 fucking sucks.
Jeez, it's bad.
Worse than bad, dude. Worse than bad.
I like Will.
Well, here's the problem with Will Smith. Will Smith makes me scared. no one makes me scared for getting older quite like Will Smith does for me, because you can literally be at the apex at whatever level any human would want to conceptualize fame, success, accolades. Right. Will Smith was the apex. Yep. You literally
Bro, there was nothing he couldn't do.
Couldn't be bigger than Will Smith.
Yeah.
But to be like, I don't know, he might be like 60 now, who knows? But to basically be 50, 60 years old and just be like, I gotta get on YouTube is crazy. Like, you can just raise a family and hang out. And you're like, dude, I gotta do this dance challenge. Like, that's, I don't want to be 60. I don't want to be 60 like, I gotta get these bars off. Like, I want it all out of my system.
It might be something fun, you know? Imagine, fast forward 20, 30 years from now. Okay. Right? I don't think me and you would stop making music. I don't think we may promote it.
No, I think no, once again, age in creating that's not what I'm talking about, because you can be Johnny Cash at 70 and making amazing. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. It's more so like, you don't start a YouTube channel and do all this shit unless you're like, I still want to be famous. Like, I need to be in the public eye.
Like Will Smith shouldn't be doing.
You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's reports that Tom Cruise fucks fish, but he's minding his business.
He fucks fish?
There's the people there I see on TikTok every now and again, there's people who have like, they'll read like I forget what they're called.
Tom Cruise is out here gutting guppies.
He's sitting at the dock and someone pulls in a salmon. He's like, hold up. What you gonna do with that one?
Pumping piranhas? Like, what is going on? Who I feel is just on
busting down bass, dude. Can't be a smallmouth. That's all.
Who's on that tier? Granted, I mean, there's been, there was the whole health thing, but even prior to that, you don't really see him that much. Jamie Foxx. I was thinking about his career the other day. Jamie has done everything at a high level.
His new stand-up special was good.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you watch it. It's good. It's good.
But he's done like Grammys, Oscars. He's done movies, music, everything else in between. But you don't really he don't really be out there like that. So is that what you think, like, Will should take more of like a, because Jamie's just like,
look, I just don't, I just feel like at a certain point, you don't have to be in front of everybody forever.
Is it a Bill Belichick situation where a pair of legs, although Jada's not, she had to do something like,
I mean, if you were just, if you were just like, Cole, role play, okay? Role play. I'm your wife and I'm going to fuck your kid's friend. And then I'm going to look at you and be like, why are you tripping?
See, well then now the YouTube makes sense.
Now he's out here and he's like, basically all I got to do is become Mr. Beast and I won't feel like such a bitch.
Mr. Beast.
It's just like, it's like, look, the only way I get through this is I got to do these dance challenges.
Man, and it's crazy though, because like once you actually think and think about that situation, it is kind of like, it's like, damn, that is cold blooded. Because if that happened to a regular human, or like one of your friends,
it's insane.
Like, yeah, you'd be like, bro, that's fucked up. But
and then what's the word she used? She was like, oh, we had an entanglement. I'd be like, entangle these fucking bungee cords.
Take the rope off and jump.
You can get tangled in this new truck that I have.
I mean, so yeah, I mean, you as we all know, love can take its toll on you.
I mean, look,
love can take its toll on you. That is
who among us aren't, who among us, I'm not saying anyone's immune to creative endeavors post terrible relationships. I'm not saying that. Yep. Obviously, that's somewhere where some of the greatest art lives.
Very true.
But the thing is if Will Smith made an album that was like deeply introspective and like really kind of like thought out, and it was more just like an offering of like, hey, I got to get this off my chest. Like I got a lot of feeling. I'd be like, okay, like fuck yeah, make it out of something. But if you're sitting there and you're like, I'll show you, dude. Wait till you see this viewership. It's like, dog, nah.
I feel like he'd be cool to kick it with though.
I used to think that. This new shit, I'm like,
Maybe. I mean,
I just don't trust the Smith family.
I
I just look at them and I go like, something ain't right. Something ain't right.
I don't know. Will, I'd kick it with Will. If Dennis Quaid is here, it's a boys trip, dog.
So there I was.
So me and Dennis
Minecraft movie for the third time.
You know,
me, Dennis Quaid, Stevie Wonder. He can see.
Stevie's in the movie theater. He's telling us he can't see.
Stevie's leaning next to me and he goes, I love when Jason Momoa does this. And you're like, what?
He's like, get ready, chicken jockey's coming up.
Stevie Wonder's in there talking about chicken jock. Guys, this is the type of shit they're not giving you. They're not giving you on fucking the Joe Budden podcast. Okay, they're not putting together this level of verbal acrobats.
To circle back to sports, I forgot to ask you, how did you like your draft?
The Ravens haven't. We've never drafted bad a day in our. I feel like every team damn near had a good draft. Like
I was about to say
it was this. Well, if you saw how many. Anytime that whole first round is like 60 to 70% just like offensive guards and tackles, I'm like, oh, this is not sexy. Like people are wise.
People are trying to win. People are trying to win right now. Do you think Travis Hunter is gonna do well in the league?
I think he's gonna be great, but I feel like that Jaguars is a cult now. Have you listened to the new GM talk?
Where he was telling he supported him and
well, the GM is like he looks like he's 24.
He does look young for that.
And look, I'm all for like bigging people up and excited, but he's talking like he's in an ayahuasca drum circle. He's like, in life, we're built for specific awesome things, and we want to facilitate the beauty that is Travis Hunter's game. And I'm just like, all right, bro, like
brother, he catches and knocks down balls.
I'm stoked to have him here.
I mean, they still have Trevor Lawrence throwing it. I'm still not completely sold on him either.
I think he's a dud.
Ooh.
I think
you don't think he's a late bloomer like a Jared Goff?
No, because you don't have the infrastructure around him. Jared Goff became who he was because Dan Campbell showed up and was like, brother, I'll fucking die for you.
Honestly, might be my favorite coach in the league.
Dog, I want Dan Campbell to just like help me.
Yeah. Brother, I got regular tasks around the house.
Just
today.
Real shit. I would just rather him just be in there and just be like, I will chew through a fucking kneecap to get these dishes done.
I'll be watching his like game speeches and I'll be like, bro, I got a couple years of eligibility left. You know, I could be ready by the 2040 draft.
Listen, if your guys are in the market for a slow linebacker, undersized, and I mean, who's just going to crumble at the first sign of contact at this age,
but do it with a smile and a good attitude.
I'm a great locker room guy.
Great locker room guy.
And that's got to be worth something.
You want the other cheerleaders?
Jameis Winston doesn't play all the games. He's a backup now. But you want him in the locker room.
If I would love to have him as a guest on the podcast. He would be.
He's.
I wouldn't. I don't think we'd be able to get words out. I'd be laughing hysterically.
I wouldn't even have points. I would just be like, Jameis,
just talk, man. Tell us your story.
What's up?
Tell us your story, dog.
Yeah, what's up? Nah, man, it's fucking all that shit is dope. It's all good. I'm happy for everyone who got drafted. Changed your life. What an awesome thing. All that hard work is paid off. I feel like we should just draft ceremoniously in more things, like not just sports. Like if you were sitting there and like if record companies could change their entire image if they had a draft,
that'd be fire.
You see what I'm saying?
Dating, line them up.
I mean, that's just The Bachelorette.
Yeah. Okay. That is a draft. Yeah. Oh, that is a draft. And that works. And it works in it. Millions of viewers.
I feel like, would
you want to be the guy or be one of the guys?
I'd be the guy. That's the dumbest question.
Well, I mean, some guys.
Because here's the thing you're giving up, okay? One, if you're with all the guys and it's one girl, the hang is going to be unbelievable.
That's what I'm saying. So people may
I
go there
I got a buddy who finished 4th on The Bachelorette.
Really?
Yeah. And
hold on, The Bachelorette is the girl.
Yeah,
the girl. Okay.
Yeah, so he made it to 4th place. He actually ended up going and doing Bachelor in Paradise and married.
Oh, he doubled down.
But he married a girl that was on The Bachelor.
Still married.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's cool, right?
Come on.
And I remember talking to him one time, and he was just like, bro, the hang was unbelievable. They just fed us drinks and said you can't leave this house for 3 weeks.
That's what so that's why I asked. Like,
but here's that, and that's cool. And then on the other side of it, it's you as the bachelor, and you have all these girls, and it's got to be what I'd imagine the worst hang in history.
So that was
the worst hang in history.
That was my point. Like, you could be the guy and kiss all the girls, which is great.
Who doesn't like kissing?
Who doesn't want to kiss and snuggle all the girls? Or it's
but that hang,
brother.
That is a tough hang,
especially when you get down to like the last 5. Then they start nagging you about more time. Like, now you're not dealing with just one; you're dealing with 5.
I just feel like
you get down to the last 5 bros.
You know how many times I would hear, excuse me, can I just steal him for a second? I'd just be like, bro, I swear to fucking God, I don't want to do this shit anymore.
Like, so I saw you took Teresa behind the rose garden.
No.
Yes, Heather, we did.
And I feel like on the inverse side of it, if it's just all the bros, you're down to 5 and you're like, honestly, like we're Cabo in 2 weeks, guys. Like, we already got a boys.
Brother, heads up, Tina's gonna take you behind the rose garden.
Hey, don't look now. I was looking at the producer sheet over there. We're supposed to fight in 2 episodes.
Be like, you want to practice a headline? But like, I got some Dennis Quaid scenes we can.
Yeah, no, I feel like, not even feel like, I know with absolute certainty that if I was a contestant on The Bachelorette, eventually, the question wouldn't be like, does she like me? It would be, where is he?
Yeah, it's like, is he just king?
He's not even at the. I'm not even at the ceremony.
Be like, they're playing beer die in the back. They're playing beer die in the back. They're just kicking it. Like,
I know. I've been workshopping this idea where it's actually not even. There's no girl involved. It's just all the bros, and it's called the fratchler. And it's just the whole point is just to find your road dog.
What? That's actually fire.
You know, it's just all you're doing is and here's the thing. It's one episode, it's 30 minutes long, and it's literally you just go out there, and here's the thing about guys. It doesn't take much to know if someone's going to be your best friend or not.
Oh, facts. Like, I feel like you can walk in a room and it's almost like you be like, oh, that's cool. That's cool people over there.
I'm just saying.
That's
so
cool people over
the fratchler.
The fratchler. That's hilarious. The fratchler. Speaking of shows, I started to get vetted to go on Big Brother. Was approached by it. Work shit got in the way. But then I also was thinking, I was like, brother, 3 months.
Oh, that's long as hell.
No, nothing. No laptop. No phone. I can't make music. I can't send emails.
Guys, the Allo show lasted 2 episodes.
Yeah, it lasted 2 episodes. Now he's on Big Brother. And it sounds cool, but then I was like, brother, that would be... Imagine, like, the Topanga setting. You live in a beautiful community up top. Imagine it was like, Cole, stay in the community center for 3 months with 16 random neighbors.
I beat that case, dude.
They're like, you're free to go. The gate's fixed. Do you think you could do it?
No.
Yeah,
I don't.
That's a long time.
3 months is crazy long.
3 months
and then
is
also,
a long time.
because here's the thing. I can do it. I don't want to do it.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That's how I feel.
If they were just like, hey, Cole, like, you got to go meet like 20 strangers and just like, I don't know, be fun for 3 months, I'd be like, cool, give me like 600 grand and you could put it on TV. But if you were just like, hey, so like standard rates kind of do this, I'd be like, listen, you got $1 waiting on a dime. Yeah. There's no way. all this personality, not a chance.
Look, yeah, it would. And I was like, I know I'd do well. I know I'd make friends in there. I'd probably be the guy that like I try to. Get
I am the
off.
big brother.
I try to get voted off. They be like, look, we can't have him leave. He's just so friendly. We are not voting for him. I'm losing things on purpose. They're like, look, we're using the save ceremony on Dwayne. I'd be like, bro, no, not a chance.
Please get me out of here.
He running around this city 3 months without a parent.
No one wants that. We already had fires.
That's what I'm saying.
You know? No, that's crazy, but yeah, dude. Shout out to man. I feel like we're back. I knew that it wouldn't take any time to figure it out, but
easy money. And look, we right on time, like it's easy money.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like there's just all these. I just figured I was like, I don't know if like a couple beavers were gonna dam our flow, but like,
come on,
nah, bro,
come on, baby.
This shit is just.
I don't even know what the little vacuum guys that mob around, what they're called, that just operate themselves. There's 2 in the back.
Roomba?
And they suck. Those things suck ass, bro. They don't pick up shit. Like, I swear, they look at it and they see, he's from the ground, bro. They turn around. I'm like, what the fuck? Where are you going? Like, what's happening? These niggas be. I was like, oh, they black for sure.
You have a Roomba union in your house.
They're like, nope. We told them we're not doing this shit. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. They're like, where are you going? He's like, back to the charging station. Where else am I gonna go?
I need a mental health day.
My battery is low, literally. Oh, dog.
I could end it there.
Yeah. Roomba, if you would like to make up for it, please. I'm open.
There's a place on the couch for you to talk this out.
If you would like to send something Roomba, I'm here for it. But the 2 that I have, they're irresponsible and they hate accountability.
Oh God. Guys, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us. It feels so good to be back.
Yes, it does.
This is Hunter Lowe, or Cole. Or I have a new runner alter ego. My name is Joaquin Distance.
Joaquin Distance. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
That's a new alias I'm trying on.
Well, you already know I'm Dwayne. Everybody calls me Diallo, but my mama calls me Dwayne, so you probably should too.
Oh, God. See you guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace.